Hello and welcome back to my Pokemon Horizons review series. Today we are reviewing episode 64 and I hope you enjoy. So after Lico's crushing defeat to Grusha, the gang decide to head up to the tip of the snowy mountain, a landmark of Paldea, of course against the wishes of an already tired Dot. Elsewhere on the same mountain, the explorers are here. We see Spinel and Agate plotting some shenanigans. Looks like we're finally getting back to the explorers' main storyline, and I'm all here for it. They put their plan into full motion and start messing around with the rock terrain as Lico is separated from Roy and Dot, and it sets up the tension really well in this episode, seeing these rocks just mysteriously moving. And then the goat himself, Amethio, arrives, and he isn't actually in on this plan with Spinel and Agate, so they are keeping him completely out of the loop. But he runs into Lico, and since she's all alone, he of course wants to use this chance to take Terapagos for himself. So it's battle time, and they both even think back to the last time they battled, back on Roy's Island, when Lico had no experience at all. So this really was a battle to show how far she's come and how much stronger she's gotten. I actually thought it was a really cool battle, Lico showing more strategy and Amethio even acknowledging her as a threat and even starting to take her serious. Amethio even goes as far as using his Terrestrial first and takes complete control. I was curious whether Lico would break the school rules and whip out her Terrestrial in this dire situation, but she didn't. But just before Amethio can land the finishing blow, Umbreon swoops in and attacks Scarlet. It's none other than Spinel, and all of a sudden we have a three-way standoff and it is cool as hell. Amethio is pretty confused since he doesn't know about this whole Explorers operation, so the dynamic of Spinel versus Amethio is back in play, where the two just are always up against each other. Spinel pulls out the Eternal Blessing, otherwise known as the Requiem, the item that he stole from Exceed back in episode 54, the same item Freed was searching for. And honestly, this was one of the most chilling scenes in this series. He uses it on his own Umbreon, and it changes his whole personality. It becomes aggressive, angry, and just looks pure evil. I felt bad for Umbreon, and the fact that your own trainer would turn you into this monstrosity. It shows how far Spinel will go, and the type of guy that he actually is. But it was such a great scene, showing the dangers of this item, giving Umbreon this insane power to even take out a terrestrialized Scarlet. And we even get an interesting reaction from Terapagos, sort of recognising the item and the effects that it sees. It must have come across this before when with Lucius. Even makes Terapagos transform into its terrestrial form and completely shatter the Requiem, which means Terapagos is basically a counter to whatever the Explorer's plan is with this item, so maybe that's why they want it. Who knows, but there was just so much happening in this scene and it was pretty insane. Spinel retreats, saying that he got everything he needed. He seems to be happy with the information about Terapagos. He baits Amethio and Lico into this dark cave and then teleports out, seemingly trapping them both inside. This man is playing 5D chess, Amethio is playing checkers. He just had everything planned out already, and it seems like Lico and Amethio will be forced to work together now to get out of this cave. And elsewhere, it's just all going down. Roy and Dot have informed Freed about Lico gone missing, so the main man himself is hopping on Charizard and heading to Glaceado Mountain, while Sango and Onyx have both arrived, sick of playing the school kids, transforming back into their explorers outfits and are about to throw hands with Roy and Dot. It's all just kicking off and we are well and truly back into this explorers plotline. So overall this episode was incredible, just amazing story setup, the explorers showing why they are the best evil team we've ever got in the anime. They're cunning, they come up with real plans, each member has their own distinct personality, and they just steal the episodes every time they're on screen. Standouts were both Amethio and Spinel here, Amethio having a great battle with Lico, testing how much she's grown, and then Spinel just an insane twist, showing up using the Requiem to transform his Umbreon into this monster. I love the Amethio and Lico dynamic. They're going to be stuck together now and probably grow a bit closer like they worked together at the end of the last arc. We might see something similar here as well. It's all just happening. Freed is on the way. Roy and Dot are going to be battling. I can't wait for next week. Feels like we're getting the finale of this arc soon, and the explorers are well and truly back. So overall, I'm going to give this episode a 9 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts. What is your rating out of 10? Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.